Hey there, Monica Weekly here, and I have the top 8 things that you can do as a seller if you are getting ready to sell your house. These 8 things will give you the biggest bang for your buck, the biggest bang for your effort. They're really important, yet they're very manageable. So let's dig right in. The first thing, fixtures, faucets, and hardware. Fixtures, faucets, and hardware. You know, a lot of times people think, oh, I don't want to completely rehab my old kitchen. That's just not going to happen financially, right? And we get it. But you'd be amazed at what can happen with an update to your fixtures, your lighting fixtures, your faucet in the kitchen, and hardware on your cabinets. It's just a really simple way to give a fresh new look to your kitchen and to your baths for that matter. Number 2, this one's going to seem a little weird. It's downspouts. Guys, this is one of the most common things that comes up on inspections, and it can end up costing you so much more money than need be because buyers freak out about water. They freak out about water. So you know you're going to want your downspout to come out 6 to 10 feet away from the house. Yes, 6 to 10 feet, not 2 or 3. Because if there's ever a trickle of water in the basement, even though we all can identify that the reason was because the downspout wasn't poured out far enough away from the house, the buyer's still going to be very concerned, red flag, and it's going to cause you harm financially and potentially loss of the deal. So downspouts, we want to go ahead and run those away from the house 6 to 10 feet if you can. Number 3, curb appeal. Such an important, easy thing. What does your house look like as the buyer pulls up? They pull up to the drive or they pull up to the front curb. Is your yard cared for? Is the lawn mowed? Are the landscape beds de-weeded and fresh with fresh mulch? Is the front door painted? The cobwebs removed from the lights? What does it look like? Because here's the thing. When a buyer walks up to your house and feels the care that you've taken around the front of your house, the exterior of your house, that feeling will carry forward with them into the house. And they will be looking for other evidence that you have cared for the house versus looking for evidence of why you haven't cared for the house. And that's what we want. All right. Number 4, light. Bring as much light as you can into the house. Obviously, when you're showing the house, you want to open the blinds and make sure all the lights are on. That's pretty obvious. But this is an opportunity for you to add a lamp, or if you have a little budget, maybe put some can lights in and really brighten up the space. The brighter the space, the better it looks, and that's what buyers want. It's one of the words that we use to describe a home when we want to engage a buyer's emotion, that of being bright or sunlight filled, right? Makes sense? Yes. Number 5, paint and declutter. This is really important. We live in houses differently than we sell them. We live in houses differently than we do when we sell them. So when we sell them, we're going to need to remove things like maybe extra furniture and maybe things on the wall, shelves. We're going to pare everything down to really simplify the overall look of the house. And you may say, well, that looks weird. It looks kind of empty in here. Right, exactly. We want it to be easy for buyers to get through, and we want the house to feel bigger, right? And paint, gosh, a fresh coat of paint goes a long, long way. And we want to do something very neutral that will not turn buyers off necessarily, but they can picture what they might want to do to the house once they own it. That's what we want, right? Number 6, wood and laminate flooring versus carpeting. Now, this only applies if you are going to upgrade your carpet or change out or remove your carpet anyway. You might as well look at the cost of wood, or these days, some amazing laminate products, right? And so certainly if you are in a luxury home, you probably might steer away from the laminate throughout the house and might go to the wood. And yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but what can you charge over and above what you might be asking for the house if you've got hardwood throughout? Definitely a big thumbs up from buyers. All right, number 7, Deferred maintenance, deferred maintenance. What is that? Well, that's that list of all those little to-dos that you might get done one day, or that door handle that doesn't work just right, or that cabinet door that doesn't close just right. Get all of that done. The idea here is when the inspection occurs, we want to remove as many items as possible because the nitpicky things kind of add up in a buyer's mind. And then they get concerned and frustrated and they make a bigger deal out of things than need to be, but it is understandable. All right, and then number 8 is staging. And I'm not talking about bringing a whole bunch of furniture in. I'm actually talking about editing down. And we touched on a little bit earlier when we talked about decluttering. And this is staging that we could be removing furniture, but it can also be adding nice, white, fluffy, brand new, never washed towels in your bathroom, or a new rug in front of the kitchen sink, or a new bath rug in the bathroom. So light staging that really freshens up the look of a house, particularly kitchens and baths there. All right, I've got a bonus for you. The bonus tip is you may want to pay for a pre-listing inspection. A pre-listing inspection. We all know that probably 80% of the time, 90% of the time, your buyers are going to ask for a whole house inspection. Why not pay $300, $350 up front and get that list taken care of? Sometimes you can even show the buyer your pre-listing inspection and they will accept it and not do their own, which is really cool for you. I hope you find this helpful. If you have any desire to talk about what it looks like for your home, please feel free to reach out to me. 513-600-7296 is my cell phone, 513-600-7296, or go to My Agent Monica on Facebook and just send me a Facebook message. All right, have a good day. Thanks.